welcome back to my channel if you're already subscribed. If you're new here, my name is Halen. I like fashion, beauty, home decor, coffee, my dog. That's the type of thing that you'll see here. If you love those things as well, then you should definitely subscribe and stick around. Today I want to share with you a few of my most loved secondhand pieces and where I like to shop. In my last video, which was a closet tour and cleanup, I'll link that in the description box below and here if you're interested in watching that after this one. I mentioned in that video that I have been trying to shop more mindfully, defaulting to looking for things secondhand if I am looking to add to my wardrobe or replace something in it. Oh, actually, come to think of it, this entire outfit that I'm wearing today is from Poshmark. I didn't even realize that. So the sweater is from Poshmark, still current at Aritzia. It's from their Wilfred brand. The jeans I purchased last year. They are Levi's, not quite as straight and wide as the 501s, but they are a high-waisted button fly. The shoes I'm wearing, actually I'm gonna have to take one off to remind myself what the brand is. The brand is 27. This brighter hit of blue again brings me a lot of joy, is making me very excited for spring. So yeah, that is the outfit that I'm wearing today, which I didn't even mean to put together as all secondhand from Poshmark. But without any further chatting, let's get to it. Today I have 5 items to share with you, a variety of categories, and they are all spring transition appropriate. We all love shoppable links, so I'm going to do my best to add some links for similar items into the description box from secondhand retailers online. If you have an online retailer that you really love to shop secondhand and I don't mention it, then please do go ahead and share that in the comments section as well. The first item that I want to show you is a sweater from the brand Judith & Charles. So this is a higher end Canadian brand. This has a really great classic shape. It's actually really flattering, and I really love this rolled crew neck collar. And the greatest thing about this sweater, it's 100% linen. So it's very airy, very cool, and if you do start to sweat a little bit, it dries very, very quickly. This type of knit linen yarn can snag really easily. That would be the one downfall. And of course it's vegan because it's made from flax, so it's a very sustainable material. Like I mentioned, Judith & Charles is a high quality Canadian brand, higher price point. I picked this up at my local Value Village, which if you're not Canadian, Value Village is a chain of thrift stores in Canada. This was a wonderful find. I was really excited when I found this. I get lots of wear out of it. It's still in wonderful condition. It's a really versatile piece, and it was just an insane bargain. So the next item that I want to share with you is another well-loved one that I got a couple of years ago. Coat. It's from Max Mara. I was really happy to find this pre-loved on Poshmark. And this too I tend to wear mostly in the spring. Warmer days in the winter, I'll pull it out, and fall as well. I love pink. Pink kind of functions as a neutral for me, so I wear it a lot, but definitely it's one of my favorites in the spring. Spring tends to develop very slowly around here. It stays cold, snowy until the end of May sometimes. A coat like this that kind of functions similar to a winter piece, but is lighter and pairs well with more spring-like colors, is very well used in my wardrobe. Max Mara, if you aren't familiar with the brand, a more of a luxury brand, and very well known for their coats. Fits me wonderfully. It's fitting a little bit awkwardly over top of this sweater because of the balloon sleeves. But I love where it belts. It belts really nice and high up on the waist. I'm short in the legs, so it is flattering on me. It belts at a very narrow point. It elongates my silhouette a little bit. The person who owned this prior to me had the sleeves altered. They come just right exactly to wrist height. Everything about this coat is lovely. It's just such a beautiful color. It goes with a lot of items in my wardrobe. The wool is very, very soft, so it's very comfortable, and the pockets are even silk lined, so it's just very pleasant to put your hands in. And I love the style. And I just have to share with you guys, as I'm discussing this coat and how in spring the weather here can still be quite cold and wintry, it has just started to snow. Canadian spring, it's snowing. Move to accessories. Yes, this was another Poshmark purchase. Got it for roughly about 6 months. The brand is Skagen, so they're a Danish brand. They make beautiful watches. They're about a mid-range price point, so they carry them in a lot of department stores. In Canada, they carry them here at the Bay. Sort of their signature style that I really like is this platinum plated mesh metal band. I find that really beautiful, simple. In recent years, I've seen more watch brands who are producing bands that look like this, but Skagen was sort of the first one that I ever came across. I absolutely love these watches. I have 2 other ones. The first one that I ever bought, I believe, has been 10 years now, and I used to wear it on a pretty much daily basis. It's gotten tons and tons of wear, and after 10 years is still working beautifully. I don't usually see a lot of these being sold secondhand. I would have been very happy to purchase it new. It was the exact one that I wanted. I just wanted to check secondhand sites first. But Poshmark has a pretty big selection of watches and jewelry on their site, so they can be a really good place to check if you're looking for something specific and you want to try secondhand first. The next item that I want to share with you, I absolutely love these. They have been featuring on my Instagram and will probably continue to do so quite heavily throughout the spring. A brand called Rachel Cox. They had been very lightly used when I purchased them, maybe 1 or 2 wears. They still had the original box. There was no scuffing or anything like that. Just a little bit on the soles and a tiny bit of light creasing that I could see. Lovely and sculptural and pretty, and they go through so much, or they go with so much. They're very comfortable. They definitely have a 60s vibe to them, but they're very unique. They're not, I definitely wouldn't say that they're kitschy. They're very modern looking. Like I said, they go with so much, but especially now in spring where I'm loving all these pastel colors. This one was a Poshmark purchase, and shoes can be a tricky thing. Purchasing online, I know not everybody is comfortable with that, and they do need to go into store and try them on. But when you're dealing with something, a style like this, very open, it's not going to rub anywhere. It has a very low blocked heel. This type of a shoe would be a little bit less risky buying online from a brand that you're not familiar with. I'm gonna continue to be wearing them a lot, I'm sure. On to our last item. So the last thing that I want to share with you is actually a luxury item. A Louis Vuitton handbag. It is used and loved. At this point, it's just entering vintage status, or almost at vintage status. This handbag, I will double check the date code, but I think it's from 2004. And this is the Louis Vuitton Bedford. It is so cute. This is, to be honest, not the most functional handbag that I own, but right now, definitely one of my favorites. It is just an absolutely adorable style. It is the shape of the papillon bag, the vernis leather, which is a discontinued style as well. This one also has been discontinued, but you can find lots of papillons on secondhand sites, and it's basically just one cylinder with the leather handles sewn on. You can carry it in the crook of your arm, by the hand, and you can, if your sweater's not too bulky, you can just get it over your shoulder. The condition of this one was listed as very good. I agree. I'd say it's actually closer to excellent condition. The hardware on it is perfect. There's a nice honey patina on it. If you're familiar with the Louis Vuitton untreated leather, it darkens over time. It's a little bit darker up here where you hold it by the hand, but it's not black, yucky, cracked, anything like that. And the interior is extremely clean. I purchased this on Vestiaire Collective, And I had been looking for a papillon, saw this and fell in love with it, kind of watched it for a little while, and then just eventually had to go for it. Every time I clicked on it, I was just so happy. It just gave me a little bit of joy. But I purchased it for far, far less than retail. This style, the Bedford and the Papillon style, I'm seeing more of these online lately, so I feel like it's one of those vintage styles that's maybe just starting to have a moment again. The vernis, it's very beautiful. So it's Louis Vuitton's version of patent leather. So it has the monogram embossed on it, but it's not quite as obvious as the traditional monogram canvas. So it's treated so that it has this really shiny finish, and you have to look at it up close to see it, but it actually does have a little bit of shimmer in the finish as well. So it kind of has this shiny, pearly glow. It's incredibly beautiful. This one is in this nice kind of creamy beige color, which I think goes wonderfully with the honey patina handles, and it pairs wonderfully with lots of neutral colors, but it looks absolutely gorgeous with a crisp white shirt, jeans. This bag, incredibly chic. The vernis leather in the light colors, they do yellow over time, so I keep this one in the dust bag because the sun exposure causes it to yellow. And these Bedford bags in the lighter colors, almost none of them that you find nowadays are ever in the original color. The color on the interior of the bag is the original color of the bag, and you'll see that it's this very, very light pink. So that actually would have been the original color of this bag. Over time, it has discolored, but it's discolored perfectly evenly. The entire bag is the exact same shade. There's no darkening anywhere, and it has discolored into this beautiful light warm beige color that I absolutely love. So I store it in the dust bag to try and slow that process down, but I just absolutely love it. I think because it's not in absolutely perfect brand new condition and it's not the original color, is probably part of the reason why I got such a good deal on this bag. And then, like I said, the fact that it's not a hugely in-demand style right at the time, but bags from this era, and style in general from the early 2000s is just now starting to make a comeback. So I have a feeling that these are going to get to be a fair bit more popular in the next couple of years. And I'm really glad that I snagged this one, because whether or not it's a popular or trending item, I absolutely love it. I think it's gorgeous. It makes me happy. So very, very happy with that purchase. Those were the 5 items that I wanted to chat with you guys about today. Like I said, I really love secondhand shopping. I know lots of people are developing more of a love for secondhand shopping. Buying too much is never a good thing, even if it is secondhand. If you do have to bring in more, a sustainable and responsible way that you can do that. So all that said, I'm going to end it here for today. Thank you again so much for joining me. Please do give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, so that I know to make more content like this. Leave me a comment if you just want to say hi, and please subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Thank you guys so much. Take care. Bye-bye.